3 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. Happy Tuesday to you. My name's Jeff, hanging out in the KIX 96.5 studios. We love showcasing artists on the show. And this morning, we're heading to Pittsburgh to chat with Lori Bernish. She's the singer of the rowdy and raucous band Six Gun Sally. They just released their latest single, Let's Take a Ride, this month. And they're playing in Hopwood, Pennsylvania this Friday night. We're excited to have Lori on the show. First, Lori, thanks for coming on.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Well, how was the gig July 1st? You were playing with the legend Artemis Pyle was there. How did that one go?
Oh, my gosh. It was fantastic. We had the best time ever. He's a fantastic guy, super humble, and just after he played a few songs with us, he sat there and just took the mic and talked to the crowd and was telling some stories, and it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's been around.
Oh, he has. I found out that he actually not only was in one plane crash, with the Leonard Skinner band, but he was in 3 total in his life.
What? 3 plane crashes, and he's alive to talk about.
Yeah, and he got shot in the shoulder after that last plane crash. Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
Crazy stories. I wish I had stories like that to tell.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Not really, but fun, exciting stories.
I wouldn't be alive to tell it. That would be
right.
the bad thing. Well, how did a Jersey girl get to Pittsburgh?
Well, so I actually, I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
I was in Jersey. I lived in Jersey for about 4 years in the Atlantic City area. So
okay.
I'm born and raised from here.
So you're back. And you say Southern rock band from Pittsburgh, but people don't realize that Pittsburgh is actually like a Southern rock hub.
It is. I mean, for real. A lot of places you go here, you're going to hear Southern rock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if it's the working class or I don't know what it is. Blue collar.
I think it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
7-piece band are you guys. You've done 15 singles or so. How did you get hooked up with these guys? Because you were a singer in Voodoo Babies for like 17 years. Yes.
So I had a mutual friend who was actually in the current band at the time. At that point, we were called River Trail, and we were throwing in some country there. And then he knew one of the guys, and they were looking for a singer, and so I just kind of hooked up that way. Who you know.
Well, yeah, it's always who you know. And Dave, the drummer, what's Dave's past?
So Dave he's been playing forever, and he also is really great with like the music management part of the business, just the music business part of it all. And his daughter was a singer, and so she did really well as well. And that's kind of just where he's always wanted to, have a band. And our main focus too is like the traveling aspect of it and playing bigger shows in different states, instead of just 50 shows around town.
Yeah, trying to bust out from the region.
Right.
Well, because it seems like he's hooking you guys up with producers, writers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got a team like you can't believe. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
It's working for Six Gun Sally. Your husband, Kurt, you're hanging out with dudes all the time.
Yes.
He must not be a jealous guy.
He is not a jealous guy. God bless him, because I don't know how. I mean, this has been my life, though. I've been doing this for years, and I'm always the only girl in the band. But yes, he takes it very well.
Yeah, because go check out Lori. She's a very attractive lady. He has to. I'm like, what? Yeah. He's around most of the time, so that's good.
Yes, he is.
So he's
he
lurking.
Loves it. He loves the whole aspect of what we do. What I do. So he gets some of the fun benefits out of it too. And but yeah, he's very. There's not a jealous bone in his body.
Yeah, that's good. Go and check them out. Six Gun Sally. They're at sixgunsallyband.com. They're on Instagram, Facebook. Go to YouTube. Check out the video for Let's Take a Ride. It's out now. Leonard Skinner, Gary passed away a couple months back. Did you guys tour when Gary was around?
Well, we did tour when he was around, but he wasn't actually playing with them at the time because I think he wasn't doing too great, you know. But, yeah, he was still alive when we were doing that.
Yeah, how was that? I mean, you guys have toured with Skynyrd, Marshall Tucker Band. I mean, some bands that have been around forever.
It was, I mean, I can't even explain, you know, you hear, you know, how great they are in concert, and they are. They put on a show like you can't believe, and it was bigger than I even thought it was going to be. The crowd, because their fans are ridiculously loyal, you know? And, yeah, it was just the best time ever. It really was.
I mean, because what can you learn from them? Just their stage presence, their show, what?
Oh, yeah. Stage presence, absolutely. I mean, I watched every single moment of everything that they did. And it just, to watch them perform to the crowd, their whole show, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
you can learn a lot from people that have been doing this for that long, that's for sure.
Yeah, and when the crowd's just eating out of their hand.
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
it was beautiful.
I wish I had that.
Oh, God. I mean, you can't even... And, you know, everybody's singing that song. It's crazy. The energy was absolutely one of the best things I have ever experienced. And I've opened for a lot of bands. This took the cake, though, for sure.
Oh, I'll bet. You and Jeff, your guitar player, you guys do some acoustic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How's that compared to the band? Do you like doing the acoustic stuff where it's a little more intimate?
I do. We do a lot of different songs for the acoustic, so kind of gets, you know, something different to sing. You know, sometimes the guys don't like to sing some of the songs I want to do. Well, with acoustic, I can kind of do, you know, what I want to do.
Yeah.
And throw in like some, you know, crazy stuff that they would not play, like Alanis Morissette, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So what are you doing? What covers are you doing acoustic-wise?
Yeah, oh God, we do. I do everything I normally do, but then I do Alanis. I do, oh God, Cyndi Lauper. We do the Jonas Brothers. You know, we mix it all up. Yeah.
You're all over the place.
All over the place, yes.
When you're doing that. On your guys' bio, it says 2023, you're going to have a waterfall of singles. So, I mean, Have we recorded a bunch of stuff? Is it in the can?
Yes, we have. We've got about, I would say, 6 songs done so far, and we probably have about maybe 5, 6 more to go at least that are started, just not finished, and, it's kind of a process. But, so we're going to be, and we're remaking a couple songs that we're going to put out on our CD as well, and that'll be exciting.
Okay, so we're shooting for a CD at the end of all of this, after the barrage of singles.
Yes.
Come our way. You guys have been playing like weekend shows. I heard you're going on the road with Lone Star. You guys are kind of unique because you can open for a lot of bands.
Yeah, I mean, we can, and it's great because it does give us a lot of options. Lone Star is going to be interesting because I don't know. Their crowd is. We can be kind of loud and a little crazy, and I think Lone Star is a little more subdued, but in that sense. But I think it's going to be a good combination because it'll be something different for the crowd.
Yeah, it'd be a little different pairing for you guys, because it's going to be a different crowd than what you're used to. They've been around though.
Yes.
So they got a good fan base. Six Gun Sally, go check them out, sixgunsallyband.com. They're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Their latest single, Let's Take a Ride. You're going to hear it in just a minute. Let's Take a Ride. Outside Riders, big producer. I mean, this is a great song.
Thank you.
How did it come about? Do you know?
Well, I know that our producer, Jeff, or our producer, Ford, he wrote it, and he had another writer with him. And then he brings, the songs to us if he has something that, he thinks we would like. And we kind of listen to it, and then we all come in, and, all the guys put in their own thing to it. They make their own solos in it and things like that. So it's very eclectic in that sense. Yeah, I mean, when we heard this one, I was like, yeah, I love that. That was my fave.
Yeah, it's kind of the perfect song for you guys. I mean, for your image, for the sound, for everything.
Yeah, I agree.
What I heard Dave on an interview said he wants to play Red Rocks.
Oh,
But
yes.
you just kind of said, let's get out of the region, let's move on. What's your goal, Lori?
Well, my goal is to do this as long as I can because I love what I do. So I'm pretty flexible in that sense. I'll go anywhere and play anything they want to play. But Red Rocks, I would have to say, is definitely one of my top tier list of venues as well. I mean, that place is ridiculous. Yeah. And I've never seen a show there. I've gone there. I went there to visit my niece. She lives in Colorado, and just kind of walked around the whole place, but there was no music going on at the time. So I wanted to see Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats there, but I'm going to see them here instead. It's not quite the same.
Well, dang it.
I know.
Well, in all the touring you've done, have you toured out west?
No, not really. I mean, no, we haven't. I think, that would be a farther spot for us, and usually Dave's like, we don't want to go that far. But I know he'd go there for sure. That would be his probably his farthest, and unless we do some overseas stuff, which he's talked about too. So
yeah, you never know where the road's gonna take you. That's for sure. But
right?
Yeah, Red Rocks would be pretty awesome. I'm a huge Steeler fan, so you have to be a Steeler fan. Growing up in Pittsburgh.
Of course, you can't live in Pittsburgh without being a Steeler fan.
I went there for the first time last November to see the Steelers-Bengals, and I was shocked. I mean, we go to Denver, Bronco fans, they're everywhere, but being in Pittsburgh, I couldn't believe, we just went out to lunch, and half of the people have a Steeler hat. They have some kind of Steeler garb on, which is amazing. I've never seen so many people that are so much of a fans of one team in their town.
It really is remarkable. I mean, you can go in any city, in any state, and find a Steeler bar. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah, and Steeler Nation is everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, it's ridiculous. But just being in Pittsburgh, I was like, this is insane. I think Sunday morning before the game, it looked like a lady was going to church. She's in her church gear, but yet she has Steeler gloves and a stocking cap on. I was like, she's dressed up, but she still has her Steeler stuff on. The Equator Tanning, Heat Wraps, and Nails.
Yes.
Tell us about your place, Lori.
Oh, God, I've had that. I opened up a salon in 2003, so I've had it that long.
Oh, wow.
And, and I do tattoos as well, so I do, permanent makeup. So I do the eyebrows, the lips, and the eyeliner, and the scalp micropigmentation. I do all that tattoo stuff. So that's my main thing there now.
Okay.
And then tanning and, bunch of everything. Mm-hmm.
Your one-stop salon. The Equator,
exactly.
If you're around the Pittsburgh area. The lyric video for Let's Take a Ride, who did this?
That was music media in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Wow, so they put it together for you.
Yep.
That's sweet.
Yeah, all the other videos for the other songs that we've had, we have a guy, Peter, do those, and he's fantastic. And I do believe that we plan on doing like a concept video, for Let's Take a Ride, but right now it's just kind of easier to get one of those out with the lyrics on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something with the single. Hopwood on Friday night. You guys headlining?
Yes.
So how long's the set, or how long do you play?
So we'll probably do like a good hour and 45-minute set. And, just to take up we'll have somebody play with us, and then we'll do like an hour 45. Or, there's still nights we'll do two long sets.
Yeah.
With a break in between.
Yeah, depending on the gig.
Yeah. Yep.
Or where they're at. Well, go and see them. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, go check them out. Six Gun Sally. Go to sixgunsallyband.com. They're playing about every weekend, and then the Lone Star dates are coming up, I think. Do we know August, September?
They're starting in September.
Starting in September. They'll be on the road with Lone Star. Well,
yeah, and then we got four more dates. Well, actually 5 more dates with Artemis Powell Band too.
oh, nice. So you'll be hitting the road with him.
Yeah, we're going to New Hampshire, Jersey, Bethlehem, PA, and then we're doing one here in this area.
Do not get on a plane with Artemis Pyle.
I told him that. I said to him, I said, now I know I should never fly with you. He goes, no. You should, and you should sit right next to me.
Well, that's true. If the plane's going down, you better sit next to him because he's surviving.
Right, exactly.
Wow. Unreal.
Crazy, right?
That is insane. Well, let's take a ride. Here it is, Six Gun Sally. Lori, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Jeff.
Here we go. Let's take a ride. It's KIX 96.5.